And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew has found themselves finally slaying the tyrant of the Crimson Seabed here as a foul abomination arose from the liquid that had stumbled into. Rogar almost taking a dip himself. That would have been a fun one, I'm not going to lie. As well as Moog being petrified and just recently being brought back after Seder Trist had a tea party across his petrified body. And of course, in exchange for copious amounts of drugs and magical enhancement, a diamond was exchanged for the means to restore Moog. So, yes.
I was 100% convinced that he single-handedly defeated Morculus.
Sure.
Because he doesn't recall being petrified. He only recalls being awesome.
Being awesome. Indeed, indeed. In so doing, as that was finishing up, our Githyanki friend had used the last of her, one of the last of her more telekinetic abilities to launch herself at an extreme range up towards the dais where Morculus was making some kind of thing, keeping track of stuff, perhaps tabulating information. Who knows what else could be up there? And she's currently rifling through it as the party was making a decision on what they were going to do. What are you guys going to do?
I guess we're going to continue to follow the brambles and the try to find the source of the growth.
Okay. As you're kind of looking about, you do see Trist in particular. His passive is very high. That the roots are coming out of the large cylinders lining the kind of bowl. So they get the large, like 10 to 15 foot cylinders that make up the circle at the base that you were standing on top of, Rogar. That's where they appear to be coming out of.
Okay. Making our way there then.
Okay. It's not very far. As you get closer, you hear more clattering from up above. A curse and gith more than once.
She'll be fine. I'd like to slap Trist with comprehend languages in case there's anything that he can't, that we need to read that's not just some arcane sigil.
Comprehend languages on Tristan Varel. Is that concentration, Zune? Or is it just last for an hour?
Let me check. I think it just lasts for an hour. Yeah, it just lasts for an hour.
Okay, good. Zune kind of does another whisper in your ear, Trist, and suddenly you can read all, know all. Interesting enough, Trist. Velree, did you take the things out of your? Nope.
I haven't yet.
So Trist knows nothing. All right. So
check out these tubes.
Taking out the tubes. Trist, as you approach the tubes, you do see language. Deep fragments of it, similar to the language you saw in the tunnels, the one that you actually can't read because it's the equivalent of like Braille. You don't have the necessary sensory organs to read this naturally, but you can tell it is language because of the magic at work in you. So there is something written on several of these tubes, and you have to kind of like piece it together through all of the thick, overgrown stuff. They're very large. They appear to be some kind of you can't tell what kind of material it's made out of. You're going to assume it's some kind of glass, maybe. And it appears to be a similar a similar style as the various glass cylinders you passed through the maze to get here. The ones that contained creatures and things.
Yeah. Roots are coming out of them now?
The roots are like from the bottom of them. They're kind of like they've bulged out several spots at the bottom of them, and they're like tendrils coming out. Ironically, so there are. Let me count. Let me make sure. I think I did actually have a specific number. Okay. There are 8. No. Hold, please. Sorry, I should have already had this pulled up. Not that. Not that.
Go ahead and pull the parchments out, seeing that he's doing this.
Okay. Where are you? There they are. Okay. There are, it looks like, 10 of these cylinders. And of these 10, there's only 2 that the roots are coming from. The other ones appear to be somewhat intact as you take your time to kind of inspect them. If you're going to take your time to kind of inspect all of them, the ones you inspect nearest to you appear to be intact. They're just overgrown with the root system from the other 2. Now, in addition to this, Trist, you do see that there is, you would need to climb up to see the top. Are you going to attempt to do, how thorough of an inspection are we doing?
Pretty thorough, although I'm piss poor at climbing.
Okay. Rogar could give you a boost, or Velree, or even Moog. Moog has 10-foot reach. He could just pick you up and put you up there. So you're easily enough, you're able to get up above, and you do see the large bowl full of the strange liquid. It looks like, as you're looking at it, the bowl is, the liquid is, it's this strange white glow to it. Give me a history check, Trist.
15.
You recognize it, Trist. It looks eerily similar to the moat that you had, that Zoom has in a jar on his hip.
The pixie thing?
I believe it was referred to as a wisp of life and death.
Yes.
Was what it
Yes,
was
a
referred
wisp.
to as. How dare you? Pixie? Ain't no fucking pixie.
Zune, I think this liquid stuff up here is what we found in that forest. The Vivify thing.
Does it look, I'm curious, does it look at all like that big puddle that Morculus fell in? Like, does
This is what he fell into.
Oh, geez. Well, that certainly explains how we killed him when he came back. Is something not quite right?
And there's a large amount of the pool that looks like it's like gone now, as if some of it was used.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean,
I'm just gonna.
if you got empty jars, you can probably scoop up a sample or two.
Surely there are plenty of. Well, I mean, I wouldn't know this. But out of character, surely we see cylinders and corks and all kinds of cool stuff that we could use. I'm gonna search.
You're gonna, so let me before we start sticking our hands in things, you want to attempt to take some of the liquid out of the pool.
Oh, I'm not.
That's a good point.
I'm not doing it.
Mo? I'm kidding.
Do you want me to try?
You want to?
This might cure your afflictions.
You want to try to scoop up some of the liquid from the pool?
Do I? Gosh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Do we have like a ladle or something we could use?
Ladle.
What are you going to stick in it?
Gosh, do we have? I don't know. Do any of us have like any supply? I guess we wouldn't have supplies for cooking. So
you guys would have. I mean, you guys would have some basic stuff. All of you would.
You know, I got a cup.
Yeah.
Scoop it up.
You're gonna use your cup, Velree? The cup you drink from normally?
Do I drink from it though? No.
Okay. Velree, are you going to scoop the liquid yourself?
I mean, as long as I'm not dipping my hand in it.
What is the cup made out of, Velree?
Oh, I don't know. It just this tin box contains a cup.
You tell me what the cup is made out of.
Ceramic.
Is it made out of wood? Is it made out of metal? It's a metal cup. Velree, are you going to scoop it yourself?
I was gonna pass it to Zune, but I can't scoop it. I'll look at Zune and be like, "You want me to do it?"
I don't know. I get this feeling that there's a divine.
I know. I'll do it. I have more help than you. Let me try.
Sure, Velree. Velree, you reach out to scoop the stuff. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool. Advantage. All right, not terrible.
20. As you reach out, Velree, going to scoop some of the liquid material, the cup passes into it, and as it does, it's almost like pulled a little bit inside, and you manage to keep your footing and you don't fall into the pool. However, you hold on to the handle of your cup and you watch as the metal quickly begins to rust up towards your hand. You let go, and within seconds it turns to ash and is consumed by the liquid.
Bad call, Zune. Bad call.
Maybe not this. This is fine. We'll go over to the other thing that looks very similar and give things a that and see what happens. Well, we're men of science, right? Just kidding. We're not. Maybe Trist.
Do you guys want to fuck with the pool some more? Is that what this is?
I don't want to fuck with the pool, but I might want to fuck with the canister. Just that same thing.
From up here, Trist, you see that there are various tubes connected to the tops of all of these cylinders, and it looks like they funnel into, and they probably have some kind of mechanism or something that pumps whatever this fluid is into the canisters.
Oh, that's useful.
Probably somewhere higher up. Okay. Well, no, because he said it was floating.
It's all floating up above you. Trist, give me an Arcana check, my mage.
25.
25, very good. With the 25, Trist, you're not exactly sure what you have a vague semblance of what this liquid is capable of. You're not sure what Morculus was doing with it. Why was he collecting it in such vast quantities? Some things start to click together for you, Trist. For instance, that snippet of conversation you heard with the gardeners, talking about how they were grooming the plants and bringing the fruits of their labors to Morculus to win their freedom. And then you remember one of those plants, when it died and was burned away, it turned into one of these motes. Maybe he's been growing these and collecting them. For what means, you're not sure. You're not even sure what the hell it is or what it's capable of. But he obviously thought it was very important. In addition to this, Trist, as you're looking at some of this system, you can see that the pool itself, you're not sure what it used to contain, but there is residue along the tops of the edges of it that don't match the fluid that is currently in the pool, as if this pool probably was used to contain something else and has been retrofitted, probably by Morculus, to contain something, to contain this new wisp-like material. In addition to that, Trist, you can tell that whatever is in these cylinders is literally the root, quote-unquote, seed for this, for the Red Death. That it was being used to propagate and to spread. And it looks like one of the cylinders is empty. The other one has some fluid left in it. There, of course, are the ones that are undisturbed. You're not 100% on if it will contain the same root or not. but you know for sure you do have one that you could attempt to get some answers from.
You gotta figure out how to open it, though.
You would have to figure out how to open it. With a 25, it would be tough, but you have several options. You could attempt to crack whatever it is on the side and spill out the fluid. You could attempt to remove the tubes on top. It would be a combination of dexterity and strength to remove them without causing too much damage to the tank. Or you could look for an alternate method to try to open it.
Yeah, well, judging by my calculations, we can go our usual path of just beating the death out of something and getting what we want out of it. Or we can do a more deft approach, try to preserve what's inside and pluck it out of the top. I can't read any of this language, so I don't know what else to do.
Did you look at my parchments yet?
Looking at the parchments.
Velree opens the parchments, hands them over to you. They're not paper. They're something else, something more like plastic material. Bizarre and alien to all of you. As you kind of like unroll them, the two that you have, there were 3. You have 2 of the 3. The 2 that you have show. You guys are doing things out of order, so I gotta find it. Aha. The one you have appears to be, as you open it up, it appears to be markings of a vast desert, landmass, with several symbols and lines triangulating a point of interest on it. The other one appears to be a icy tundra with cliffs and a plateau similarly marked.
Do they look familiar?
How much study of geographic nature has Triss done?
He's done some.
Okay.
He is by no means a teacher of it.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a history check, Triss?
13.
13. So both of them, the land masses seem familiar. You're not familiar with the actual geography of of whatever it's representing, but you get the idea that you think that this is both the Whispering Dunes to the south of the dynasty and the Frigid Wastes to the north.
I will hand Rogar the Frigid Wastes.
Rogar has no idea what this is because he knows what it is now, but as he was before, there's no way they would have mapped out anything. He had no idea about what this is.
No, there's triangulations, but no markings.
There's markings on it, but there's no oh hey, this is this particular settlement here. There's nothing like that. It's more like a topographical map.
Take it back from them.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Velree, this is a good find, Velree.
Yeah, I thought you meant like that.
It's at this point you hear a call from above. I need those.
Oh, unfortunately, we don't speak that language.
Rogar does.
Yeah, no.
Triss?
Rogar, don't speak that language.
And Triss can hear it now.
Why should we give it to you?
Let's see here. How is she going to answer this? She's lost most of her leverage. Her warriors are dead.
I saw you wait for an opportune time to attack. I warned you when we first met not to use this as bait, and yet you did. Your men are killed. You lay broken on the field, and then you hid while we beat the enemy again. You deserve nothing. You are weak. Be gone from my sight.
Pathetic.
Our son's so strong right now. I have no idea what he's saying.
Zune is just literally over the like baby's arm.
Sounds good, maybe.
Tell him in your body language.
Trist is like, oh, shit, yeah. Trist is into
Yeah,
this.
he's laying it into her.
Laying into her. She calls down, perhaps an exchange.
For what?
I could give you the things up here. You give me those.
And they are. Do they help my friend? Do they help this place?
They might.
Insight check.
Yeah, inside check.
Then we can inside check.
Back. At them. That's a 2.
It's a 2 for Rogar. I love it. Rogar? I mean, it's alien stuff. I mean, that's where Morculus' lair was.
Oh,
Surely,
okay.
I mean, these
Yeah.
these probably help you. Yeah,
Alien shit. No.
alien shit.
Rogar. I guess he looks towards Triss, because Triss at least knows what's happening.
Yeah, he does.
Rogar will instruct Triss to in Goblin to put the maps in the bag of holding, and give us time to discuss as a group.
There's no response, but yes.
And then he'll start speaking Goblin. Rogar will basically say that she wants to barter.
Mm-hmm.
Needs those 2 maps and claims she has items up there that she perhaps could help us. She didn't really give us any answers.
I mean, if I can get a map of the Whispering Dunes and of the Frozen Wastes, I might be able to locate where these places are they've marked on here.
Mallory.
Sounds like she needs us more than we need her, right?
I agree. I do not think she has much pull on what we can do or leverage.
I mean, technically, all we need is to get this tube open.
Yeah.
We'll have her stick her hand in there and get it.
I doubt she will,
Well,
unless you can be very convincing.
no deal then. No deal.
Moog? Thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know. Stick the deal. Velree has misgivings.
Sorry, what?
You had some
Has
misgivings.
I
About,
feel-
right? Misgivings. You said no deal.
No deal. That's right. I said no deal.
Is there an obvious opening on this container?
Not super obvious. There were just the several things that Triss found that you could possibly attempt to like break the side of it, or you could attempt to remove the kind of strange-looking, semi-organic mechanical tubes from the top of it.
My concern with breaking the side open is that we're going to damage the product.
product.
I say we try to go from the top then.
Might be a
Who
job
knows?
for Velree.
You don't know what's inside. So.
Question.
Yes.
Well, for the party. Is there any negative, like, negative. I don't know. I'm trying to think. If we make copies of the pictures and give her copies, like, is that okay? Or I'm just talking to the party. Like, what do y'all think about just giving her a copy of it, or do you want no copies to her at all?
I think giving her a copy. I mean, what does she even need it for again? I don't really remember. She's trying to get home or something.
I don't think she said.
She had mentioned they were searching for a star map, and that's what they needed.
Like, what is she trying to do with this?
Apparently, it's something that she was ordered to seek. Her overseer or leader sent her team here to retrieve it. And apparently it was on pain of death, or at least the failure was meant death, because one of the guards she had an argument with, and she told him that if he didn't want to team up with us, then his failure would mean his head being served up.
Who's her leader?
Probably someone very scary.
So we have her get the cylinder open, and then we can give her either the thing or a copy of it. Or we keep a copy of it.
My only hesitation is if whoever her scary person is, what if it's, oh no, I mean, I guess that doesn't make sense. Like, we've run into so much weird shit, at least I have since I've met all of you, and at this point, whoever her scary boss is, I'm very frightened of whatever their motives are, even though I guess it doesn't matter at this point, because we have so many evil, crazy people doing evil, crazy things at the same time that are, like, not connected at all. But I don't know if I want her evil, scary boss, master, whoever, to have these.
Or we could tell her we're going to give it to her, help her, get her to help us, and we can kill her.
We could do.
Oh, my stress level just went up.
Pride of sin, indeed.
Pride of sin.
Yeah, but could we do your idea with the copies, but like jack around with the locations and go for, and just like give her the wrong locations? Just because I don't know, that might not be the nicest thing to do, but
I don't agree. I do.
Oh, well, I'm assuming she would know the plastic. It's like a plastic map. It's like
it's like
we can't
a
alter
weird
it,
material.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not even sure it's ink on it. You're not sure how this picture was formed on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say we kill her. Whatever we do, we kill her at the end.
All right.
Sounds about right for Velree.
Yeah.
See? Not sexist.
Positive steps. I don't know. I just.
As we are at an impasse, apparently.
Well,
let's get this tube open, shall we?
Yeah, we'll get a tube open first.
And then
that's what we need.
Just for now, you're just gonna open the tube. Okay. She is going to. Let's see here. You guys are focusing on opening the tube now?
Rogar has blind sight with 30 feet.
He does have blind sight.
Of this.
If somebody can't hide
he's on high alert, let me tell you.
Somebody can't hide from you, Rogar.
I know. Some people can hide from me, but, blind sight's pretty good.
It is pretty good. You can still be hidden from.
You can be.
You can still be hidden from. All right. So who has the maps?
Bag of holding.
The bag of holding.
Rogar, you put it in the bag of holding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make sure. Okay. All right. You guys are going to open the container now. Let's see here. Trist. And who's going to do the strength portion?
I guess me.
Okay. So this is going to be a combination of Trist and Velree opening this thing.
Let's see how well we work together, babe.
Trist, Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Check.
A 12.
12?
Not the best. Not the best. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. You go to you're kind of trying to pick out the right tube to open, and you see some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, and there's about 10 or 12 of these different tubes coming from the top. You decide to pick one of the bigger ones. You're like, okay, it's a bigger one, it'll give us a bigger opening. All right, you narrow it down to about 3 of them, and you say, okay, try this one. Velree, this is going to be your choice. You can either give me a dexterity check at a lower DC, or you can give me an athletics check, and it'll be a much higher DC.
My athletics is pretty good.
It's up to you.
Can I give Bardic Inspo?
Yeah, you can.
I'd like to throw some Bardic Inspo on Bardic.
All right.
We'll do athletic.
All right, go and give me an athletics check.
Like this is in the Rock, and like Nicolas Cage is taking those little balls out.
A 22. Are you going to use your Bardic Inspiration, Velree?
No.
No?
I mean, you might as well, because it's going to
Okay.
go away.
Why not?
It's going to go away.
10 minutes.
I forget about that. That's right. 28.
28. Velree grabs a hold of it and begins to pull, and within seconds the thing just rips free completely. As it rips free, the hole cracks the top of the cylinder with such prestigious strength
I did it too hard.
begins to crack open.
Mm-hmm.
The top of the cylinder is open. There's about a 2-foot hole in the top here, like a circular kind of hole. And as it rips free, there is a tendril of some kind of red substance dangling from the top of it, Velree. And it's leaching down into the tube itself, almost like what would that be? Almost like noodles stuck to a pan.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still kind of dangling down inside. As you pull it away, Velree, immediately the smell is intoxicating, as this is full of blood. Not just like normal blood, though. This is something unique and alluring, strangely enough. I have to roll for something real fast.
Oh dear.
Let me just go ahead and add that and save it. And all right. So, Velree, this is going to happen. A substance of gooey-like substance launches out of the top of this canister and funnels across your chest and wraps itself around you underneath your clothes. And it's like bubbling blood. And as it does, a face forms on part of the liquid. And you see like this like humanoid stretched skeletal grin of a face made of pure blood that attaches itself to Velree. And I'm gonna need everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative.
We have the vial. We have a vial that helps the
Oh, this is good, guys. This is good.
Would this happen if I had kept my 22?
We'll never know. We'll never know. Okay, we're all in. I love the fact that Moog is not healed yet. He only has 17 hit points. This is going to go really good, guys. Top of the round is going to actually be Tristan Varel. So Trist, as this thing launches out of the tube, attaches itself to Velree, your passive perception is very high. You hear swirling and sloshing from inside the tube, as if this might not be all of it. There might be more inside. And you see that it's attached itself to Velree, and Velree's limbs are starting to move at strange angles, as if she is being puppeted like a marionette. What would you like to do, Trist?
Are me and her next to each other?
You guys are right next to each other. You're within 5 feet of each other. There's not a lot of space up here.
Yeah.
You guys are all within 10 feet of each other, minimum. Some of you shoulder to shoulder.
But are me and her elevated?
You guys are 15 feet above the ground. You're up on this kind of like platform area around the bowl of stuff you don't want to fall into.
Something to patch this hole with, but I don't think I have anything. So I am going to use my action to probably disengage from her.
Okay.
And jump down. Let me read this one thing real quick.
Fine.
I'm looking to see if I can make Wall of Force into a dome.
You can.
I will jump down and not disengage. I'll just jump down.
Okay. You jump away, downwards. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Check out this sick backflip. An 18.
Pretty good, Trist. Pretty good. As you manage to leap down, it's only about 10 or 15 feet, just to see if you weren't going to roll your ankle or fall on your face. You're able to leap down and keep your footing.
I am going to hold my action.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold a lightning bolt at 4th level.
Okay.
If she starts attacking someone.
All right. You're going to charge one up. Okay. I'm assuming you're going to launch it at Velree?
Yes.
Good. Yes, I'm liking where this is going, guys. I'm liking where this is going. All right, Trist. That's going to bring me then to Moog the Merciful, because that's what he's named himself.
Moog, the Slayer of Anthony's Horrors. Whatever.
Sure. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. I may not be at full health, but I do have a few things. Let's see here. Like this efficient quiver, which still has 9 radiant bolts in it.
It does.
I am going to take one of those radiant bolts and load it into my crossbow.
Okay.
Take aim at the enemy.
All right. The enemy is attached itself to Velree.
I'm going to take very precision aim at the enemy.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please.
All right. Let's see here. Come on, dice, don't fail me. A 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Very good. So
Are
I'm
you?
going
Is
to do
it's not sharpshooter?
No.
Okay.
Not right now. Yeah, I didn't want to. So that's 14 for that, and then what is it?
You still have
1d6
to.
radiant?
You have to now. You still have to roll a D4 minus.
Oh right. So it was,
Yeah.
from the damage.
From bolt. So just roll me a
from
D4.
both.
It's gonna hit. I'm pretty sure, no matter what.
Oh yeah. The only time you want a D4 to do that. And then is it 1d6 for the radiant?
1d6, yes.
Yeah, let me get that tacked on.
So 13 plus the
For the big bada
d6.
boom. Nice.
So 13 plus 5 is 18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Velree, you take 9 points of damage.
Fuck.
And the creature takes 9 points of damage as you share its
Shit.
pain.
God damn.
As he slices into it and you feel it, you're like, ah!
All right. Damn it. And I see her take that too, right?
Yes.
So you, fudge. Are you raging, Velree?
No.
So if I moved over towards I've already used my action in so much as I couldn't try to wrest it off of her.
You've already started making attacks.
So, but I can still.
You can use an action to grapple. You can use your second attack to try to grapple her.
I want to try and grapple the thing off of her.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check opposed by Velree's athletics check.
All right. So athletics check.
This is going to be
Just
good.
strength
That's
check
why I didn't
modified?
try doing it. It was the way I would have won.
Unmodified strength check.
It'll be an athletics
That's a
check.
19.
Ooh, I didn't roll.
Oh, hold on. Athletics check. That's going to be even
Yeah.
better than
Yeah, yours is
25.
So you're able to grab a hold of Velree.
Mhm.
The thing is attached to her, so much
Yeah.
so that
Uh-huh.
it is impossible to tell them apart. But
damn.
for now, Velree is considered grappled by Moog with your second attack. As you reach out and grab a hold of her, her speed is reduced to 0.
Damn. Okay.
And that's going to be it from you. Have bonus action, Moog?
Not that would impact anything. Just double checking here. Yeah, no, nothing right now.
Okay.
Was not gonna hit her with my dream blade.
All right. It is now Velree's turn, or should I say the creature's turn? Because it is going to force Velree
Ooh,
to rip into Moog.
I don't like it.
Unfortunately, Velree, you are not raging, so you don't get to use 4 attacks. You just use 2 attacks
Oh.
against him.
Damn.
What weapons do you have on you, Velree? You know what? Your go-to is the greatsword normally. So Velree, like a strange marionette puppet, goes and grabs the greatsword off her back and then slings it. I need you to make 2 attack rolls against Moog.
Oh. Like, where is it?
Ouch. That does hit.
You
That's
mean just
gonna
roll
hit.
both to hit?
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll them both.
They're both gonna hit, aren't they?
Oh, not this next one.
Oh no,
That's a one to
true.
miss. Let me pull a card. All right, that is going to be Shattered Confidence. You have disadvantage on attack rolls until you can successfully hit after this.
Me?
No,
No, it's me.
Velree. But go ahead and roll damage for the first attack, Velree. So Moog, you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
Fine.
But then I have disadvantage after that.
From here on, you have disadvantage. As you get slashed across the chest, Moog, you and then
Yeah,
she tries to slice you again, but you're able to kind of hold her close and keep her still from slicing you anymore. You see the creature is actually moving her limbs. She's almost like she against her own will. You do get to make a Constitution saving throw, Velree.
Oh, hell yeah. Uh, 20?
Velree, as you slice into Moog, and you pull free from it, and the creature, it's the size of you. It's humanoid shape, but it's made out of pure blood liquid. As you pull free, it kind of like kind of looks at all of you with these elongated, like pseudopod-like limbs, and this skeletal like face just made out of blood. And you are no longer puppeted, Velree.
What am I holding on to now?
You're not. I will say that you could have let go. You were holding on to Velree, but now you could
Gotcha.
just let go. So that's not a big deal.
I was holding my action.
You were to fry Velree.
Yes,
I'll
are they all in a line? Because all three of them are about to get zapped.
I'll say, why don't you give me a spellcasting ability check? If you can roll above a 15, so it's just an intelligence check for you.
That's high. Shit, natural 20.
Natural 20. Unfortunately, not an attack roll. Damn it. You're able to just hit the creature. It has to make a dex save. I don't think it's going to make this. It fails hard. 36 points of lightning damage. As Trist is holding back. He goes, and then a launch.
Right when Moog and Velree like separate, it goes like right through him. Hits the creature,
and it just kind of like writhes, and bits of the blood kind of like sizzle off of it. It looks somewhat reduced, but still put together.
Continue.
Okay. It is now going to be Rogar. It is your turn.
Rogar will rage.
Okay.
And he is going to inspire Velree, or inspiring presence, Velree and Moog.
All right.
And he's going to attack the blood thing. Question: is the blood still like attached to the container?
Some of it is. Some of
like
it
it's
is
still in the container.
Well, it's like it hasn't stretched very far.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and make some attack rolls.
Okay.
Glory of a Master?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Here you go.
That will definitely hit.
21. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That will be 16 plus 3, 19. 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Rogar, you slice through it. And then it like the blood just smatters and then just puddles along the side and it loses all form.
Okay.
Appears to be gone, whatever it is.
Did it like slurp back into the container?
No. It's just like a pile of like coagulated blood splattered across the ground in front of you on the edge of this like dais.
Okay.
There are still more sloshing noises coming from the container.
Yeah. And this container, the way I had pictured, we had the giant cylinder of white liquid, right?
Now the cylinders, you weren't sure what was in them. They were so overgrown, it was hard to tell what was inside. The bowl is behind you. You're on the edge of the bowl. The bowl is full of the white liquid. Mm-hmm.
Bowl's full of white liquid. We opened one of these cylinders, and this is what came out of it.
Yes.
Okay. And it had what I had pictured like tubes running from these cylinders into the bowl.
Yes.
Okay.
In some way.
And the cylinders all the same size.
Similar sizes, yes.
I already made an attack, I guess. Rogar is going to... I guess that's pretty much all he can do. I mean... Yeah. I mean... I guess that's pretty much all he can do.
Okay.
I can't... I want to like take the lid and put it over there, but I already made an attack, so... Yeah, that's my turn.
It is going to be Zoom's turn at this point.
Yeah, I would like to close this.
It was ripped apart.
Whoosh. Okay, I thought that was just creepy, but no, it's
Nope.
ripped open.
Velree ripped a hole in the top of it. And Triss behest, I might add.
Right. I mean, it's our way. Well, I guess if they're still sloshing around in there,
Mm-hmm.
there isn't anything around us that we could use to plug that up from what we can tell.
Not that you can see.
Technology, anyway.
Not unless you have something up your sleeve soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be using any of that. Okay, fine. I'm going to go ahead and try to Eldritch blast into that hole.
You're gonna walk over to the edge of the hole?
I'm not getting like super close. I don't want to get snatched like Velree did. We're not playing that.
What are you gonna do then? Do you want to hold an Eldritch blast if something comes out? Okay. Okay. I'll say that you take you take 5 steps back, so you're about 10 feet away, and you kind of like hold. You're like getting it ready. As you know, beginning to strum up a chord. Is that going to be it, Zoom?
I'll throw some Bardic Inspo onto, who's up top of the round? Who's after me?
Trist.
I will throw some Bardic Inspo onto Trist.
Okay. It is now the Eldritch Blood entities that come spilling out the top of the tube like a gout of coagulated fluid, as there's just a launch of like pressure and it comes out the top, and there are puddles of blood that rain down on Zune, Moog, Rogar, and Velree, since you 4 are still on top of there. And then they quickly begin to coalesce into humanoid shapes. There appear to be 4 more of these coagulated blood-like creatures. The first one is going to try to take over Moog. Let me see if it hits. That is going to be a 18 Moog.
Oh yeah.
Moog, it slips into you, and you're missing hit points, right, Moog?
I'm in a pretty bad way. Yeah. I'm down to 4
Moog
hit
is
points.
Moog is wounded. Moog,
Yeah, very
this
wounded.
thing slips, and instead of where Velree just attached to her flesh, this thing slips into Moog's wound, into his body.
Oh, love
It
it.
begins to pull itself inside. He's like, "Ah!" And then it's inside of him.
I don't like any of this at all. Can you
No.
please not? Let's
Should
change
not.
the narrative. Yeah, I would like to change the narrative, please.
The second one is going to attempt to take over Velree now. That is a 7, which misses Velree. So one tries to engulf her, and she manages to move out of the way.
God.
The third one, since Zune and Rogar are not hurt, the third one is going to make 2 attacks towards Zune. Zune, I'll say that you can get your Eldritch Blast off on any one of these entities that you want to.
I wanted to go for the one that's trying to insert itself into Moog. Is it successful, or can I make an attack?
It's going to happen no matter what.
So, and then I would end up hurting him. So I'll hold on. I'll just attack the one attacking me.
Okay. Go ahead and make some attack rolls, and you get 2 rolls. 2 blasts. 19 hits. And 24, both hit. So go ahead and roll me 2d10 damage. So 4 and 7. So 11 points of force damage into the one that's coming towards you. You kind of lance out some energy from the tip of your lute, and it still keeps coming. And it's going to try to hit you with a 25 to hit. Excuse me, 23.
Could I use silvery barbs?
Sure. Instead, that is a 15.
15 actually misses.
Misses.
Let me confirm. Yeah, armor class 16, and I'd like to throw that advantage point onto Moog.
On a Moog, okay. Then the second attack is a 12. So both of these, its limbs turn into like these pseudopod-like appendages and launch out towards you, and both of them miss, Zoom, as you use some of your magical doodads to make it happen. The fourth one is going to try to do the same thing to Rogar. It's a 20 to hit Rogar. Okay. And then like a 24. So they both hit. You're raging, Rogar? Yeah? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I just looked at what the damage type is.
Oh, okay.
4, 6, 7. You're going to take 8 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$28.
You manage to resist as the necrotic energy comes over your scales, Rogar. You feel singes of hot pain deep down, and you feel like you're like your nervous system was locking up, as if you might have been paralyzed had you not resisted. All right, that is the end of their turns. All 4 of them up, swirling around, beating on you. Oh, shit. No. All right. Top of the round. Tristan Varel. You watch as your compatriots are writhing around trying to fight these creatures. You're down below. You're not sure what's happening. Moog looks like he's beginning to move strangely. The rest of them are in a heated battle. What would you like to do, Trist?
The one that was killed is how close to the situation that's happening?
It was up at the top. So all this is happening up on. So you're 10 feet below.
Yeah.
They're up there, and it was killed up there by Rogar. So you can't actually see the stuff.
But yeah, I mean it's right next to him anyway, so it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Can't understand any of this language to try to shut this off. Well, the only way for us to join the fray is to try to climb up there, because I can't do any type of magical teleportation.
So you want to try to use it's not that much of a climb. It would be considered difficult terrain for you, so it would take half your movement, or it would be double the amount of movement to go up, so it'd be 20 feet of movement to go up. You still have 10 feet. Not that it's going to matter, because as soon as you get up to the top, you're going to be in melee with a creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can use my action to disengage from it?
Yeah, if you want to. Then you'd have another 10 feet of movement if you'd like to try to get away.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then I can see where the dead one is?
Yes.
Okay. That is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to hope that I have some type of empty vial so we can scoop it and run.
Okay. Trist, you kind of go up and you're like, oh shit, and you kind of use your action to try to stay clear of any incoming damage as you make your way past. That then brings me to what should be Moog, but is actually a creature. Moog, you, my friend, get to use your crossbow, and you get to make 2 attacks. You have 4 friends. You're going to shoot at Zune, and you're going to shoot at Velree. So go ahead and give me some attack rolls without sharpshooter, because it can't make you use your abilities.
Well, friends, I'm so sorry. May my dice suck. Yes, 17 on Zoom.
That hits.
Yes.
However,
Yeah.
roll a d4 because
it is the thing, right? Yeah, my crossbow is still messed up.
It might not.
Here comes a 4.
A 3, it misses. It misses Zune. 14 misses Zune. The first bolt, and then you quickly reload it.
Yes.
shoot.
He overcomes. All right, Velree, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That hits. That's not going to matter but roll a d4 to subtract the damage. Roll a d4 anyway.
At least it's a
So -3. So go ahead and roll damage, and it'll be whatever it is -3.
6.
So 6 points of damage, Velree. You're, a bolt kind of doesn't stab into you, but slides by and kind of opens up a wound, Velree. As Moog is like, I'm so sorry, as he's moving not of his own accord right now. Moog, you get to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, well, all right then.
And Zune gave you advantage, so it'll even out to just a straight roll.
Yeah, so, all right. Constitution save?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. That's not a good roll, but it's,
Let me make sure. That is enough, Moog. That is the DC. As Moog, you're like, ah! And
the thought of hurting my friends just
through sheer force of will,
the plague out. That's
mostly
right.
because of the magical leverage of Zune, you're able to push the creature out of your body as it slips out. Who knows what might have left inside of you, Moog? But however,
of course, who knows? Because
we're deeply penetrated. As it removes itself from your body,
I am part of Team Backdoor.
It slithers back into its full form. All right, there is that. So yeah, you're no longer possessed, Moog. The next,
me and my character's getting possessed. What the hell?
The next one is Velree. It's your turn. You want rage, Velree?
Yeah, well, I have a couple thoughts. Part of me wants to throw the tube into that water and have it disintegrate, but then that bad guy got regenerated from it, so it might be a bad idea.
And the tube is also 10 feet tall and overgrown with roots that might be holding it in place. And who knows what else might be holding it in place either.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Also might be a bad idea anyway. Yeah, I'm also scared to use my claws because it might grab me, but they're magical, so maybe not.
Magic.
I'm going to rage.
You rage. You go, ha! The claws elongate, eyes blacken. Go ahead.
Right.
We'll say you make your attack rolls against the one nearest to you. So go ahead and make your attacks, please.
Well, I need to be on here. I think it's my internet connection. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go reckless.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. What I do. And Rogar did the inspo, right?
Yes, so you have a +2 to this. That's not going to matter. It's a 30 to hit.
Do you want me just to roll?
Yeah, go and roll them all. That hits. Last one. So we got a 30, a 24, a 30 again. And then what's your last one?
Okay.
Another 30. So yeah, all 4 hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You have a +5 for damage right now, in addition to what you have.
Also, I think I'll use Infectious Fury.
Infectious Fury? Okay. Wisdom save, correct?
Oh, stupid thing. Yes, it is. I believe it's a 15, but I think...
It fails with a 12.
Oh, man.
Do you want to make it take extra damage, or do you want to try to make it attack one of its allies?
Yeah. I'll do the damage.
Okay.
Okay. So first I'm gonna roll just in a normal claw, right? Or should I guess I can... How do you want me to do it?
Yeah, just roll your claws.
And then it's +5, right?
Yeah, +5 in addition to this. So that is 14. All right. Next one.
Okay. You want to do a psychic damage?
Sure. 2d12 psychic damage.
2d12. Okay. It's okay. And then
Additional-
plus 5, right?
No, not for that. 13 points of sight. No, yeah, you come now, come. But go ahead and roll your. You still have 3 more claws attack.
Right.
That's 13 points of psychic damage plus
11.
11 points.
Yeah.
All right, you got 2 more rolls here. You're destroying this thing. 12. And the last hit. 15.
15.
That is enough to wipe out the one that tried to engulf you and one attack pattern. Velree rages out and just annihilates one of the Eldritch blood creatures. That just smatters and it's blood dripping all over her, and she probably loves it. And that's going to be Velree's turn.
We're all still. I'm within reach of every. Well, it's like a 10-foot thing.
This is
right?
you guys are all clustered around each other. Yeah. Rogar, it is your turn. There are still 3 creatures up. None of them are possessing people right now.
Are there any within reach that look weaker than the others?
The one that Zune attacked is missing a little bit of hit points.
All right, I'll attack that one then.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you guys are, it's like a vicious melee up here right now. So go ahead and make your attack rolls.
All right. Oh, doing great, Weapon Master.
Sure, why not?
Recklessly.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Oh.
12 is a glancing blow, my friend.
Well, that would be a miss because it's a -5.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah.
Now you know their AC, and I hate you for making me reveal that to you.
Oh, sorry. Do it again.
Go ahead and do it again.
That's better. 2
That
19s.
hits.
The true. Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That will be 28 points of damage.
28 points of slashing damage. The first one, it like you try to chop it and it kind of forms around the blade, doesn't take any damage. But then the second one, you slice through and it takes quite a bit actually. Big just gouts of coagulated blood hit the floor in front of Zune, probably spraying him across the face, and it looks hurt.
I'm going to try to target as many of the 3 I can and give them a blast of the cold breath.
Let me see here. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 of them.
All right.
They got to make dex saves.
17.
All right, that is a fail and a fail. They both fail.
All right. We'll take 10 points of cold damage.
10 points of cold damage. And guess what? They're not resistant.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I knew you'd like that. We'll say you get that one and the one that was trying to grab a hold of Velree. So we got those 2 take cold damage, 10 points. And that is the end of Rogar's turn.
Yes.
That brings me to Zune. It is your turn.
Within range of Mo to be able to touch him without disengaging from the one that I'm fighting?
Sure. Yeah.
Then I would like to slap him with some cure wounds. Maybe try to seal tools.
All right. You kind of like dodge around a few. You reach out, and then with a hum on your lips, go ahead and roll some healing for Mo the Merciful. 12 points of healing, Mo. You need it. You still have your bonus action, Zune?
Yeah, I would like to Bardic Inspo on, I think, Velree, do you have Bardic Inspo right now? Okay, I want to Bardic Inspo.
Velree gets Bardic Inspiration. All right, that brings me to the creatures. The one that is attacking Moog. Let me see, I gotta roll this. Fuck yeah, it gets its stuff back. And is going to launch itself at Moog again.
Is this the thing that like tried to possess us, me?
Yes, and it's going to do it again, Mo, with an 18, as it runs back inside of you.
Armor class?
Yes, your armor class.
Does that count as an attack? In regards to, could I rod retribution it before?
Well, you're not taking damage though, Moog.
Gotcha. No worries.
Yeah, it just runs into you. It slips back into Moog's body, into his crevices, and fills him with itself.
It is a wonderful, delicious.
It is. It is indeed. And Moog is puppeted once again. The one that Rogar was fighting is going to try to. Let's see here. It's going to try to possess Velree since it didn't get a chance to last time. That's going to be a 15, Velree.
Miss.
It misses because of your new item. So that's a little bit of a psionic field. It goes for an open wound, the open wound on your shoulder where Moog shot you, and it kind of like spreads across a film layer of like psychic energy on your shoulder and prevents it from going inside. The last one is instead going to launch itself at Zune. And that's going to be a 16, Zune.
That meets, but can I throw silvery barbs at it?
Sure. Silvery barbs once again. Let's use them all.
I just
forgot that instead is a 20.
All right, then I'd like to throw the advantage.
Okay. On yourself?
On myself.
On yourself? Okay. As it slips into the wounds that Zune has and begins to worm its way into his body, taking him over. That's it for their turns. All right. That is the end of the round. Would you guys like to pick this up next time, or are we going to continue?
Let's pick this up next time. I think these kind of cliffhangers are good for
Sure, indeed. All right, well, that is going to be it for tonight then. That's where we're going to leave it off. We'll pick up once again in combat. See how this goes, guys. See how it goes. It is not going how I expected it would. So awesome. All right, well, let's do favorite moments of the night. Let's start with Dan Decker.
My favorite moment of the night was becoming petrified, where I then became completely ineffective. And once I was unpetrified, after having been used as a picnic table by Satyr Trist, which is one of my favorite versions of Trist, especially considering it isn't the version of Trist who's trying to murder me. And then being taken over multiple rounds by Blood Goo, wherein I had to shoot at my friends.
Yes.
So not necessarily the uppest night for Moog the Merciful, though he is 100% unassailably convinced that he single-handedly defeated the Rise of Morculus.
Exactly. Rise of Morculus.
He took a shot and he woke up and the battle was over. What else is there to say?
What can you say? What can you do? Rest in peace, Polo. All right, so next, how about Zune? Andrea, favorite moments for the night?
I would have to say Satyr Trist. I hope he comes back constantly. I think he is just he's like this little rave kid, and you've got drugs. This is great. Yeah, I'll give you diamonds for that. And it's like, this is. I don't know. I'm vibing with him pretty hard. I think that
you're overlooking the fact that you were going to offer your services at first.
Well, I was already thinking about that beforehand, where I was like, I like this guy. He knows how to party. He's probably a lot of fun in many ways.
He is goat from the waist down. I don't know what that means, but it's there.
There are tales that I've heard about satyrs. So this will be interesting.
Debaucherous. It's true. How about old Rogars?
Oh, my favorite moment was probably like most people's Seder Trist. Seder Trist after he was hiding and then came out and killed the beholder the second time, and just kind of trotted out of his hiding place. Oh, I can picture it just kind of frolicking across the corpses of a dead troll. Oh, hello, friends. It was great. I loved it. So I can picture the whole thing. So that was definitely my favorite moment.
How about, the lovely Velree? Favorite moments of the night.
Well, I enjoyed Zune willing to be offering up his services. I liked it a lot.
You always do. You always do.
I know. I was literally typed it out as she was saying it, and that was great. Other than that, I really feel like I should not have used that bardic inspiration, and maybe we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. So,
there's no way to know. It's fine.
Anyway,
fine. Then, last but not least, Tristan Varel.
Tristan Varel is in possession of 2 maps that the player thinks he knows what these are triangulating to. And I'm not giving them up.
Not giving them up. So these are mine.
We're going to these triangulations because I think I know what they are.
These are mine, damn it. Mine! I love it. I love it indeed. Indeed. It's awesome.
Yeah, she could be helping us out right now to prove her loyalty, and she ain't. So.
And she ain't.
She's probably actively sneaking up on us at this very moment, trying to steal it.
No, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I would see her.
No.
She's trying to do it right now.
No.
I know she is.
She gets possessed and dies.
Wouldn't happen. She wouldn't do that to you. She wouldn't stab you literally in the back,
Just
Rogar, at the beginning of next round. It's going to be fine.
Exponentially increase the difficulty of your enemies against us. You would never just crank it up to 11 a la Spinal Tap because somehow or some way we've become known for just murdering.
I love it, guys. I love it. This is definitely not happening the way I thought it was. But if I had a favorite moment of the night, it was, of course, my picnic table. Mo Grouchaw. So glorious. The glorious he's ever been, I might say. Rock hard, one might say. Perfect place to take a snack or custard in his crevices. Knows what? It's good. It's good.
Well, as a backdoor man, custard and crevices.
Backdoor indeed.
I'm familiar with.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's gonna be it, guys. So I, of course, have been your GM for the night, Jumbo Thick. Thank you guys for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out both Velree and Dan in the comment section. I've got links to all of their stuff. Dan's got we've got all kinds of shit, lots of Twitter, everything's linked in there. And Velree, of course, is still doing the TikTok, I believe. Yes, maybe, somewhat. Yes, we'll go with yes indeed. So make sure you check them out, and of course, thank you guys for watching. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and have a good day.